When you sign up before a place, you don't know anything about the place. Master, you have seen the picture, maybe you don't like, so you skip the school. Maybe sometimes when you see the picture of the master, you like, of some reason, maybe. And then you are going for a trial. This is how it is working. And then there are a lot of other constraints. In olden times, they come, they stay, and then everybody live together. In modern times, it is not possible at all. Because our system is completely different, and then how to handle all these things. Financially, things needs to be handled. And the normal human mind is working in a completely different way. You go into Google nowadays and you see many institutions and you look at the fees. A normal thing, because you have to afford something. And then, of course, you don't know anything about it, and then go on searching, and finally you feel that maybe this is a school. You have no idea. And then the fees. When you compare the fees with the other school, maybe, it's a lot of fees. Very normal. We have our own, what you call, constraints. We have to find the means for getting there. And so we are coming with a load of things which is coming from our past, actually. And then once you are there, wherever, and then all these things needs to be dropped. And that requires time. It's not easy to drop things, because as we have seen in samskari engineering, we have created a lot of small patterns which consistently putting us in restlessness. The mind is continuously working. This is a normal plan, actually. It is not our problem. Our mind is like this. And this mind, which is creating trouble for us, needs to be observed, and you have to be out of this for you to live a peaceful life. And spiritual institutions are working on. Now, I don't know whether institutions are working like that or not, but they should be the role of the master to point out. Sometimes when you point out, like a master or a guru is pointing out, it can be very hard for the students, as if they take very personally. It's normal. And so what happens? The master, who is pointing out sometimes certain things, and then the basic duty of the master is to strip off, just to make them nude. It's a hard program, actually. When it touches your robe, because it needs to be removed. Then you can enter into the domain of spirituality. Unveiling, deconditioning, becoming nude, and to enter into the side. You cannot take anything to the realm of stillness. Nothing is possible you cannot enter there with your burden. So when you go olden times, when there are stories like this, when a student is searching a master and finding the master and coming there, the first thing the great masters have told is, drop everything, get it. We have read umpteen number of times this story, and still we go with our burden. Because we don't know. Intellectually, this knowledge is very active. But like deeply, spiritually means deeply, spirituality means deep knowing. Deeply, we are not there. So actually, we need to work on it if we are looking for transformation. Spirituality is the science of transformation. Now, why I'm saying this is you need to get a very clear picture before you leave this place. Maybe it is hard to take because it touches your person a lot. But it is unfair if I don't say. Nothing personal, but it's very important because you need to know for what you are looking in spirituality. Spirituality is not something which is like a fashion thing. It has nothing to do with that kind of things. It is a very hard path. It is not for learning, but to unlearn. So we need to start somewhere. Everything is difficult, but somewhere we have to start because we have a liking for this. Whether we know where we are going or not, anyway, there is a tendency and a liking for us to go. That's why we are all here. And then the focus should be there actually to how to live this life. This is so important. Otherwise, what will happen is we take this knowledge as a means for survival is okay, but as a means for so many other things. For amassing money, for self-protection, and for controlling others, and then getting into paranormal possibilities, expressing the possibilities, get control over the society, corrupt the society with your spiritual knowledge, not true knowledge. And the world will be a completely strange place after some time. And you do your contribution for keeping the world as it is in its own corrupt way. That's not possible at all. You understand where we are staying. We are staying with a very, very most beautiful feeling. That's where we are going. But knowingly or unknowingly, you have committed to this, at least maybe temporarily for 1 month. But it's a completely different sphere, and I can talk about it a lot, but these are the basic things. And then when you empty yourself means you're intensely watching yourself and see all these small things that we do in our life without knowledge, with sheer ignorance. So how much energy we are wasting. If we conserve that energy, we can put it for knowing. Being the last talk, this is very important. Are you getting bored or touched or affected or something?
Not the first one, not the bored one.
Oh, it's very important. Otherwise, I cannot say that you are into your search. So that's why you need to have a very deep observation and just observe, not analysis, not making judgment. When you are looking into your own mind, you can see many of the things which we are entertaining is not letting you in a peaceful sphere. Many of the things. And so if somebody is asking, do you want wealth, fame, power, or do you want peace of mind? Because all the other things which I said takes away the peace of mind. We feel with that we can achieve calmness. I have all the possibility to say this because I experimented myself and I underwent a lot of troubles, and then from that I understood all these things. Money, nothing. It comes and goes. It is necessary for managing things, that's all. A lot of things we have to do, and for that you need money. And otherwise you may not be able to manage it. When you are in a public position, you need it. But that is not the be-all and end-all of your life. With that, Sometimes when I was traveling in Himalayas, in the upper Himalayas, I had a lot of money in my pocket, but there was nothing to eat on my trip to the source of Ganga. Nothing. Nothing. What to do? Money. A lot of money. And in that crisis, there were some people with me. And in that crisis, finally we went to an ashram and we got some tina varatadu. Nothing else. ഒരു തിനയില്ലേ അതുപോലെ ഈ ചെറിയ നമ്മുടെ ഈ കടുക് പോലത്തെ സാധനം വറുത്ത് അതാണ്. He was searching somewhere in an old pata and then he got some. And with a great feeling, that was the only thing there. He was trying to dig to find the last year's potato on the ground, but nothing he could find. So he was in a big feeling, because they are here, something I have to go, nothing. And he searched everywhere, he got some little. And we will be ready to eat anything because we haven't had any food from morning till that time, because nothing is available. We have money. What to do? Money. We can get into situations like that. Money will be there, but nothing works. No food. That very often, if you travel, you can see this. People have money. A train full of people have money. But there was flood. Flood ahead and flood before. The train was trapped. 54 hours we had to remain in the route of Calcutta when that flood happened in 76 or somewhere. Nothing. And people immediately emptied the train. As soon as they understood this is a situation, everybody rushed and then they took as much as possible, and then not all people got something, and those who got, they kept it. Everybody has money, but there is nothing to buy in the train. We don't know when the water level goes down and the train can go forward. And then after some, I told this story, after some time, a man is coming with a bunch of banana. Poor man is disappeared in no time. Whether he got money or not, I don't know. So this is how all these things we forget many times in our life. Everything has its own value, without which we cannot survive. But if we attribute more value than the actual value of anything, that becomes an obsession. And that obsession keeps you in difficulties, suffering, sorrow, pain, conflict, everything. Everybody knows it. We don't need a master for saying these things. We all know, but there should be a person to remind. That's very important. This is the role of the master. Hard realities he reminds. There is very significant role in that respect. Otherwise, we know it, but we are not recollecting it. So it is not a reality anymore, because it is there in the mind, everybody knows it, but it is not your experience, so we forget it. So the duty of the master is to remind certain things which is deeply there and forgotten also. This is the role of the master. He goes on reminding. When the master starts to remind this, there is a trouble. Maybe simply the master is saying this story, but there will be people who get affected by this. I am not like this, then why are you saying this to me? You understand? We get very easily affected. If we get affected, we have the basic responsibility to look. The master is showing that possibility, to look and understand why you are getting affected. If it doesn't belong to you as your story. So there may be something that needs to be explored and understood. This is a self-exploration program. Spirituality is a self-exploration program. And of course, we are all joining a TTC just for knowing certain things and then transmit it into the next generation. But these are the core of spirituality. And you need to know this and keep it in your mind as a live understanding and tender it, take care of it, love it, be with it, and become part of this knowledge. Thereby, that will transform the quality of you, and that will push you to the zenith of your what you call calmness. Thereby, one day you will certainly achieve the realization of the goal, and you understand the secret of life, and then you are the guru, the master. The teacher is slowly becoming a master. This is the main thing. Then stories of masters are very difficult for me to talk because I become emotional. So no way. In private talks, we can talk. Okay. So I thought of talking, but I cannot. Anyway, the master and the student, the guru and the disciple are relating not with the subject, but with the deeper core of both of them. The deeper core is silence. Any fluctuation that happens on the deeper core is understood by both. And the atmosphere is created by the master. And the atmosphere is the atmosphere of love and compassion and nothing else. And that is not only for the master, but for the student also, the disciple also. And that is the great atmosphere. And there, nobody is big, nobody is small. The master is not big, and the student is not low. We are staying in the same plan, and then we are seeing each other with utmost compassion to see and understand what's going on inside you, and also reflecting what is going on in the other one. You reflect your beautiful things, and they reflect the beautiful things to you in advance. So the last mantra, Ma Vidvashavahay. Ma Vidvashavahay. There should be no conflict between you and me. And so that is it. And then the platform is set. And when you are there in your seat as the teacher, remember your goal is further ahead. Long, long way. But go on cultivating. That means go and look and find what is not okay with me. It is hard actually to realize certain things which are hiding inside which you don't feel comfortable. Every small little things which can create some kind of a conflict, unknowingly holding inside, needs to be put into the awareness plan, and then you have to see. Then there will be certainly there is transformation. And that is the transformation that leads you to the zenith of your understanding, and that will achieve you kaivalyam or yoga or whatever. So the role of the master and the role of the student, if one is not there, the other is not there. So it is not even a collaboration. It is a feeling of oneness that you build up. And in that position, wherever you go, whatever you do, whatever crisis you have to face, everything will be supported by the nature. The only master which is existing in this universe is the consciousness. It expresses its nature. And when you need something, there will be support. An excess of support, if you look, you won't get anything. And the support which is very essential for you, and without which you cannot survive, that's the time the master appears. And the master gives you what you need. The mental strength, love, compassion, support, strength, everything. And so for that, we need to be very open, very empty, and your clean container, you keep it open for the grace to shower upon it all the time. Then you become a great master. And that is the aim of, that's the aim which we all feel. And verify it whether that is your aim or something else is your. If your aim is different, certainly you have to recheck it where you are and then go ahead. Your path will be comfortable, maybe not comfortable also at times, but you have chosen the right path. And then the grace is there always. You are not alone. The consciousness which is the Master, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve. And this is the essence. So never forget. And maybe you get some punch from your masters, but you understand why it happened and what is making me feel that this is really hard. You need to work on it and get out of it. And this, in my experience, I have seen that when I actually touch the right point, then they get upset, they feel distrust, they cannot stay, they go. What to do? They move around the world, many places, then after 30 years they come back. And the Master doesn't need anybody to come back. Because first of all, they have to go to come back. Why should they go? But they can go. They should move around, look around, and then they can go back into themselves. There the Master is there. The Master is within. Master is not staying outside. The Master is there with a beautiful set of principles which you have generated, understood, and meditated upon, harmonized with that is your Master. The Master is staying inside you. Rely upon that Master. Every time a conflict comes, you look into yourself. The cause of conflict, the Master reveals you. And you are the only person who knows about it. And that person will reveal to you, these are the things. You pray to yourself to get the strength to deal with it, to get over it. Then your transformation will work out very easily. Without doing that work, transformation may not work, but you can have titles. Master of Yoga. Actually, I have certificate, I have masters and this and that from universities. None of my masters have given any certificate to me. Actually, I have no certificate. I have certificates from universities. And that certificate, what is the value, Kama? It's useless. You can have all this kind of certificate, but the quality that you generate, you work upon it, you meditate on it, you understand yourself, see all the troubles that comes on the way, and how you stand in that particular situation, whether you are shaken or you are calm. You don't need to be calm always. It can be turbulent, because every turbulence will have an end in peace. All hurricanes will settle. It's not a permanent feature. All the troubles will settle. All the sorrow will settle. Nothing is permanent. Everything will be settled. So we have to have the patience to stay little time. And that patience we need to develop. And meditation and all the practices that you do will help you to achieve that. Achieve means enter there, not achieve, enter there. And then you will have all the blessings and support from all the masters of the world. And Master, I said, also Master is one, which is the consciousness. With consciousness and love are not different. And so you will be in the realm of love and consciousness or together or whatever. And then your journey will be calm. Whatever is happening will be for the good of you in terms of knowing. All your hardships will teach you something. All the beautiful things will also teach you something. And when no hard and no good is there, you will be peaceful. That possibility is also there. So go on looking in yourself. This is my last word. Go on looking inside and see whether you're calm or not. If not calm, you know what makes you not calm. And then you go stay there, meditate upon it. You will get the answers. And if you are somewhere else and you get very confused and you don't feel that I can manage, you feel I can't manage, that's the time you will feel that the helping hand will come down from the heaven. The heaven. And surprisingly, it will come. And you will be protected. Then when you get into the experience, you will understand. So that's all. Then thank you very much. And ഇത് മറ്റേ ഗിരിപ്രഭാഷണം പോലെ ആയി. These are all, every word which I said, I know it is truth. Because it comes from my personal experience.
Just one moment with you, Guru.
My Guru. അയ്യോ വലിയ പ്രയാസം. അതുകൊണ്ടല്ലേ ഞാൻ അത് തൊടാതെ പോയത്. ഒന്നും പറയാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. എൻ്റെ ഫോട്ടോയാ? ഗുരുവിൻ്റെ അല്ല, അതൊരു പടമല്ലല്ലോ. അതൊരു പടമല്ല, അതൊരു ഒരു ലോങ് ടേം ഒരു ഡീപ്പ് റിലേഷൻ. അത് പിന്നെ പറയാം. Okay, thank you.